Hey, welcome back. Now, I took a quick break here from that interview. We're going to return there again, but before I do, there's a few things I want to discuss with you to kind of highlight some of the things I spoke about. And the first thing is I want to talk about the difference between vision and goals, because it's a huge one. Now, for starters, a vision is far more important than a goal for three core reasons. First, number one, goals are temporary. They're essentially there and then they're not there. They come and they go. They're almost stopping points along the way. They're not forever. You set one, you achieve it, then you move on to the next one. In fact, sometimes you set one and you don't achieve it and you move on to the next one. That happens very, very often. See, you can't become too invested in your goals. They're almost just sort of stopping points along the way to determine whether you're headed towards your vision or not. Conversely, a vision is for the long term. It stays with you. It's something that guides your progress for year after year after year. Okay? It's not coming and going like a goal is. It's something that's visceral. It's in the future, and it just simply is the guiding light to everything you do. Number two, goals don't inspire other people. You see, to get ahead in life, you typically need to enlist the support of other people around you. You need other people essentially to buy into your vision with their time and their money, their sweat equity, their elbow grease, right? But people will never buy into your goals, but they will buy into your vision. You see, every human being is thirsty for a vision, and since so few people actually have one, they end up gravitating towards someone who has an inspiring vision. So once you become that visionary in your own life, you start to attract all these other vision-thirsty people who will then buy into your vision and help you turn it into reality. So again, if you're a serial goal setter with no vision on top of that, you're going to find yourself as a one-person army moving through your own life, trying to achieve your vision, and it's very, very hard. However, once you truly become that visionary in your own life, bam, you're going to have those people just jumping on board, thirsty for a vision, and they'll be attracted to yours. And third, lastly, your goals are not destinations. They're merely stepping stones along the way to realizing your vision. Goals enable you to essentially achieve certain objectives. A vision, on the other hand, helps you realize your dreams. It starts with knowing where you want to go, having a target, having this compelling vision for your future. That's at the top, at the highest levels, the vision. Then beneath the vision, you have goals, which are short term. You know, your goals come and go. You don't always hit your goals. You know, listen, how many times have you set a goal, worked your tail off to achieve it, and didn't? I have, right? So it's not like, you know, you're not so invested if, oh my God, I didn't get my goal. Oh my God, it's terrible. No, your goals come and go. It's your vision that's permanent. It's that vision that's where you're really focusing on for the long term. So, you know, you set a goal, which is sort of like almost like your stopping point along the way, and it lets you know whether you're moving towards your vision or away from your vision. But it's not the be-all, end-all, because here's what happens. If, you know, on the flip side, you know, people have this way they become, I'm goal-oriented, and that's great, okay? I'd rather be vision-oriented, but, you know, if you're goal-oriented, the point where you say, you know, I can't be happy right now because I'm working towards my goal, and when I finally hit my goal, then I'll be happy. And guess what happens? You ever set a goal and achieve it? You ever have? Of course you have, right? What do you do when you get there? You say, great, what's next? So now you end up moving, so you're happy for a second, you're like, what's next? So you end up being miserable all the time. You had a moment of happiness and a lifetime of misery because you're just setting goals and so invested in the outcomes. I set my goals, okay, and I then say, you know, who do I have to align myself with to achieve my goals? What people do I need to know? What organizations? What skills do I need to learn? I put a date on my goals, okay, and I work towards my goals, but I don't become emotionally invested in my goals. My emotional investment is in my vision. My goals are the stopping points along the way, and I'm laser guided on my vision. But as I look at my vision out of the corner of my eyes, out of my peripheral vision, I'm always looking, analyzing opportunities along the way and saying, maybe I should look at that and maybe incorporate that into my vision. My vision is malleable. I said that right in the beginning. Your vision's constantly changing and evolving and growing and becoming better and more compelling as your own needs and your own, essentially your desires change as you grow yourself as a human being, and you know, and then you learn your own lessons along the way. Your vision could very well change. My vision right now at 49 years old is not my vision, I assure you, at 24 years old. Back then, my vision was just money raining down on the sky, and I got it and realized it wasn't what it was cracked up to be. Now my vision's more about contribution. It's about my family. It's about, really, living my life at a very high ethical level. The money comes automatically when you're good at what you do, when you know the secrets to success, which is inner and outer game and being congruent and essentially having both of those worlds together. Understand that you have to essentially do both. You have to focus on the inner game and the outer game. The stuff that happens up here and the real world strategies to get what you want. When you have that, you're going to make money. It's very easy to make money. But the idea is to live a happy, productive life while you're doing that, and not to let it eat you alive, not to let it essentially get the best of you and let things like greed and, greed supplant ambition, which is the healthy form of wanting good things for your life, versus greed, which is about just, getting as much as you want, as fast as you want. And again, it all comes back to vision. It starts there, creating that vision, and then learning how to focus on that vision. You know what the enemy of great is in life? The enemy of great is good. Typically, the problem with most people and their goals is not that they set goals that are too high and miss them. The problem usually is they set their goals too low and they hit them. And because of that, I'm feeling okay, hit my goal, and they end up at this place of mediocrity. And when you're in that place where you're not really feeling pain, well, when there's no pain, there's no impetus to change. So what happens with people who are creating a vision, the same thing. If they create a vision that really isn't all that inspiring, because as they're creating the vision, they say, well, I could never really own the big house. I don't really have what it takes to become a CEO or a sales manager or a top producer. They start doing their vision, such writing out their vision, saddled by all the limiting beliefs from the past, not really realizing that they have just been handed, essentially in this case, they've been handed a gift. They've been handed a technique that can take them from being an average closer to being a world-class closer.